Right.
This meeting is
Continuing
being
from
recorded.
last day lesson. So we have just done actually learn about the encryption. Just give me a second. Right. So what we have done last day is substitution. Substitution means replacing one character from another character. That is easy. I hope that this method, like here actually we have just added a large number for substitution, but no need to add a large number. Even adding one character will do the, let's add two characters, that will also do the substitution. Two characters reverse will do the reverse. So this is simple as here you can say, okay, here's the, let's close the terminal and take it back. Let's say the message is hello and will be converted to this. And if you type this message, will be converted back to hello. That is the decryption, right? So actually we can assign that to two functions if you need. So this is like, let's say def encryption will do the encryption part. Let's add this here. And then the decryption here, def encryption should be followed by a print. Empty line here also, I just need empty line. Here def decryption, so we should do the reverse. It's this one. Okay, let's save this and run this again. Now we can control the functions. Like if you want to encrypt, we can ask encryption. So enter the message, hello, how are you? So it's encrypted. And if you want to decryption, you can call the decryption function and type this message, and you can see here you're getting that. But actually you can guess this because this character is always same right here. So you can guess this as a space. So when you found the, like this is space, then you can get how can you decode, how can you hack this algorithm? Simply you can get the ORD of quotation, ORD of quotation. Oh, sorry. So you have to get a single quotation, I guess. You have to give the quotation inside the escape sequences. ORD of quotation is 34 and ORD of space is 32. Now you know the difference is 2. So when you find the difference is 2, you can write a reverse algorithm too. So then you know the distance between this and this is 2. Then if you know the distance, the other character distance is also 2. Then what you need to do, so if you need to decode this, let's say, let's write a reverse algorithm for, let's say, for k in this set of characters. If you need to decode, you can decode this k in this, for k in the string. So what's happened? Okay, let's assign this to some other character. Let's this x equal this text. Then you can say, oh, x equal this text. You have to escape these characters actually. Otherwise, it will be treated as quotations in the middle. So I have escaped. Okay. Then you can say for x in for k in x, and you know the distance. Since you know the distance, you can write a reverse algorithm. This you can write a reverse algorithm. You can say ORD print ORD k, and then so you know this gap, you can just -2 from that, and then convert back to CHR, because you know the gap. Once you know the gap, you can do the reverse conversion part, and this is the additional bracket. Yes. You can see hello, how are you? The message will be fetched back. So that is how easy to hack this, even though you use a very large number. So once the hacker identify the pattern, so these are like, so spaces can be predicted, because like place to place quotations means they can predict this might be a space, likewise, so they can reverse the algorithm easily. So that is the issue of this substitution. But the other thing is like shuffling on the disposition of the characters. So how can we disposition? So that is the challenge that I have given to you. So what is that challenge? So then how can we do that? So simply, okay, let's say you have a string is st, this or plain text pt, this is equal to hello something. This is my string, and I just need to add that to a list. You know this, right? So let's say empty list is, let's say empty list name is answer, or empty list name is answer. You can define empty list like this, or you can say list. We already learned that in the theory part. So this way you can define empty list. Print in answer is basically, this is empty list. So what you need to do is you need to add characters to this empty list, right? Add characters to this empty list, character by character. We can add this to empty list, or you can keep it as it is, that doesn't matter. But anyway, right, you have to get the character number and do something. That is another way of doing that. Character numbering means, so character sequence, you can say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, likewise the characters are having numbers. So that is another way. So try one of these methods, right? For I in range, you can say in range length of this pt, plain text. So you can print the I. Print I will give you the character number, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, so what you need to do? So understand the logic. Don't try to understand how to code this, but before that you have to understand the logic. The logic is basically, here you are writing the 0th character, then the first character, then, so let's say you are writing 2 by 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this is how you need to get, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is very small exercise if you are writing 2 by 2. But if you are writing 5 by 5, the other way, these are the character numbers. So you have to go 0 and 2 and 4, then 1 and 3 and 5. So if you are writing this, so this is the text 0, 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. So then actually, for what you need to do, so if you are taking 2 by 2, you have to take the odd numbers, even numbers, and get the characters, then odd numbers and get the characters. So let's say you want to print, you want to get odd numbers added to the list. So if you want to add odd numbers to the list, you can say if I modulus by 2 is if remainder is equal to 1, means odd number. So you need to add this to a list. So let's say your list is answer, and you are adding this to the answer list. Append this pt is this odd I. You are appending it to a list. So let's write this, and if you print answer now, you have the odd characters, that is E and L. So these are odd characters. So let's have another list in is 2, answer 2, and that is another list. So let's add the even characters to that. So same, but here if it is divided and this is 0, then that will be added to that even list. Okay, then if I say, if I print the answer 2, you can see it is, oh, I think we have done wrong thing. Yeah, first of all, you have to, let's make them empty. Answer 1 is also empty list. Answer 2 is also empty list. You have two things. The first one, you are adding answer 1. That is clear. The second one you add in this one. So this should be ANS2. Right? You add in odd to one, even to another. So that is then even and odd. You have to write even and odd. Even and odd means, you know, ANS1 and sorry, ANS and ANS. So let's see, ANS is EL. Then the other is ANS2. That is HLO. Actually, you have to write HLOEL. Right? Isn't that so? Here, H A L L O.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi disconnected from my computer, so it was like off for a while.
Okay. So then, so which part you missed?
I don't remember you talking about any of the things on the screen.
Oh, okay. So first thing is like, okay, see here. So do you know how to get the character number?
Yeah, you do ORD.
Yeah, here.
And then
you know how to get the character sequence, right? Number.
Yeah.
Character. That is for I in range loop can give the character index. That is simple, no? Is it difficult? So we have done this, right? This is general loop. For I in range, the length of plain text you are printing the line. Is it difficult?
No.
Okay. Then, do you know, right? So if I am writing 2 by 2, so how shuffling happens? So how shuffling can happen here? So let's say I want to shuffle hello. I can write 2 by 2, one method. So I can write any number, right? 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4. But let's write 2 by 2. HELLO, right? Then read as, how to read? HLOEL. Okay? Understood? That, did you understand that yesterday?
Yeah.
How can we write 2 by 2? HELLO. Then read it this way. HLOEL. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you understand that part? Right. Okay. So
yes.
Then let's do it using the character numbers. For hello, character numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, HELL. Oh, no, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's use in the numbers. Tell me using the numbers. 0, you have to write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yeah.
Then how to read? 0, 2, 4, 1, 3. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. So can we do like that? So can we have two lists and add the odd? Odd means, odd numbers means 1 and 3, right? 1 and 3 I'm appending to one list. Even numbers means if it is divisible by 2 and the remainder is 0. If it is divisible by 2 and remainder is 0, that is even, right? Then append this to another list. This is answer 2. Answer 1 is append in the odds. Answer 2 is append in even. If you append odds and even, then you can write even followed by odd, right?
Yeah.
Even after that odd. Okay. So how to add odd numbers to a list? Right? How to add odd numbers? You can say for I in range, length of this. Odd means if I divisible by 2 and remainder is 1. You can remember this, right? We have done this already. So in previous chapters, how to find odd numbers if it is divisible by 2 and remainder is 1, it is odd, right? Can you remember? If not, please tell me. If a number you divide it by 2 and remainder is 1, that is odd. Isn't that so?
Yeah.
Right? So 3 divide by 2 So what is the answer? What is the remainder? If 3 divided by 2, what is the remainder? 1. 5 divided by 2, 5 modulus actually, this is a modulus by 2. What is the answer?
2.
How come?
Well, the remainder would be 1, but
7 modulus by 2. What is the what is the answer?
1.
So if answer is 1, that is odd, right?
Yeah.
That can be added to one list. Then that means you are adding 0, not 0, sorry. You are adding 1, 3, 5, 7 to one list. Those things. Those are odd characters. You are adding it to one. And then you are adding even characters to another list. Even characters to another list. Here odd characters to one list, even characters to another list. Okay, then when you print, you are getting the answer. This is even, these are odd characters and this is even characters. Now what you need to do? You got the odd and even characters. First you have to write the even characters, then you have to write odd characters, right? So that can be done. How you can do this? Actually, in your program, you have to get these characters out and these characters out, then add them together and print it. So that will give HL or EL. So that is if you are dividing into 2 groups. If you are shuffling this to 2 groups. So that means you are dividing it to 2 lines. So there, if there's a message, hello, how are you? In this method, you are just write HE, then LL, O, space, HO. I can hear a big noise in your mic.
oh,
Yeah. HELLO space HO, how, space, how, ARE. Likewise, you can write this to 2 lines. So odd and even division. But if you divide this to multiple lines, you have to use the same method, but with multiple modulus operations. You have to add it to multiple lists. That is it. Can you do this now? I have given the answer. You have to only merge this together and print it. Minaga?
I didn't get to see the ones at the very top for like the list for ants and PT. I didn't get to see that part.
Which part?
The list, like at the top of the shell.
No, you don't want to see that. So why? So this is not copying and pasting. I didn't ask you to copy down. You don't want to see that. So understand the method, don't copy. You are copying. So first of all, you have to define 2 empty lists. So understand the process. What you need to do. So if you are dividing this to 2 categories, you need 2 empty lists. So let's say you need 4 categories, then 4 empty lists. Right? Have 2 or for like any number of empty lists. But 1 empty list is not enough because you are going to write this into multiple lines now. Then each line represents a list. Each of this line need a list. How to define empty list? Here it is. You know that. Then what? So if the remainder is, let's say, if remainder is 0, you are adding it to this list. If remainder is 1, you are adding it to this. Remainder is 2, you are adding it to this. Remainder is 3, you are adding it to this. So you know how to find remainder, right? Because you know the character sequence. Identify the character sequence. 0th character, 1st character, 2nd character, 3rd character, then 4th character, 5th character, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th character. How can we add this? Actually, based on the remainder. When you divide, the remainder is 0 here. Okay, when you divide by 4, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 5, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 6, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 7, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 8, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 9, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 10, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 11, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 12, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 13, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 14, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 15, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 16, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 17, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 18, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 19, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 20, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 21, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 22, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 23, remainder is 0 here. When you divide by 24, remainder is When you divide by 4, remainder is 1 here. When you divide by 4, because 4 lines are there. When you divide by 4, remainder is 2, it's here. When you divide by 4, remainder is 3, it's here. Right? Likewise, then these are individually 4 lists. So this is how you add to a list. And once you add it to the list, so you can print it. So I'm asking you to merge this. Everything is here. Define empty list is here. Define empty list is here. Then add in based on the remainder is also here. Then print in is also here. Add them together and create a one. Don't copy. Didn't you get the point? I can do this, but that is like then your thinking will not develop. Can you hear me? Can you try it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay, give a try. Don't give up. Give a try. First, give a try. So understand the method. So in this method, first thing is define. Okay, you need to get the input now. Get the plain text. That is must. As an input, you can get the plain text. Then you have to decide how many columns. If 4 columns, then define 4 empty lists. If you decide, that is based on your decision. If 4 columns, 4 empty lists. Divide into list based on remainder. Merge it and print. That's all. So this is the method. So related to this method, everything is there in the string. Getting input, how to get input. So this shows how to get input. PT equal input, enter a message. This shows how to get input. Decide how many columns, that you need to decide. Then empty list, define empty list. Here, this has how to define empty lists. Then divide into list based on the remainder. This has it. This code shows how to divide based on the remainder into different.
Okay, I think I got it. The thing.
Okay. You have printed.
Yeah, I printed it and
So check whether is it matching with this. Have you got input like this?
yes, I've gotten input like that.
Okay. Have you defined empty list like this?
Yes.
Then have you added into the list using this remainder method?
Yeah.
Okay. Then have you printed together? The merging part is not here. Merging part is not here. That you need to do.
All right.
If you're done, you can share the screen. I'll give you a chance to share the screen.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Okay. You have just added it right into a list. Okay, so you have to print as a string, but anyway, so that is also okay. This is for two, right? This is for 2 categories. You added odd and even, and okay, this is for 2 categories. But better if you can increase this more, right? Because just put in 2 by 2 is not that much complex. If you can put it to 4 columns, 5 columns, so that will be good. Okay, that is what you need to do anyway. Same thing, same method that you can continue. the same method you can continue, right? Let's see. Okay. So encryption and decryption algorithms for this. So let's define. So you can try decryption too, right? Decryption algorithm also you can try. So let's say N2 is method 2. That is getting the input like this, and basically getting the plain text as a message, and then let's have like shuffling complexity. Let's say I want to put 4, right? 4. Then I'm going to create this let's say A1, let's say A0, 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 A1, A2, A3. So these are the 4, A0, A1, A2, A3. Actually, I need to divide this to 4. Then in the plain text, actually, I'm going to identify the characters in range. Then I'm giving the length of plain text. Based on the length, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the remainder. If you are going to divide in C, if C modulus 4, because there are 4 lines, is equal to 0, I'm adding to the A0. So A0 dot append, I'm going to append the character PT C character. I'll be appending it to this. Elif. So you have to check this again. So and repeat the process. Elif C1. If C1, the appending should be done to A1. Elif C2, the appending should be done to A2. C equal to 2, then the appending should be done A2. PTC, and else actually, or you can use Elif tree. It's equal to 3, then the appending should be done to A3. Finally, okay, you are done with appending, all appending. Finally, you have to merge them together by taking it out. So actually the 0th character, you are writing it downward, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's write another for loop for the merging purpose for, let's say I in range. This should happen again, length of PT. Why? Because that is the number of characters ultimately that we are getting. And then what you need to go, this PT, then that is the largest, like when you divide, or you can divide it by 4 and apply. That is up to you. Then actually each 0th character, you need to get. Each 0th character, right? Each 0th character you need to get and append this. So let's have empty string. Answer is the empty string, and that empty string answer equal answer plus each 0th character. Each